friend, this is a quick tutorial to teach you how to add ConvertKit, your ConvertKit form, to your new Showit template so you can start collecting mailing addresses and grow your subscribers on your email list. So if you're not using ConvertKit, if you're using something else like MailerLite, MailChimp, something of that nature, these steps will be similar but still slightly different. And for those email marketing companies, I recommend going to Showit's help library, which you can get help right here by clicking View Help Docs and searching for details on those here. I'm a huge fan of ConvertKit. That's what I use. That's what I recommend. So that's why I'm creating a tutorial for it. So if you don't have ConvertKit and you're interested in trying it out, you can actually get a 14-day free trial with my link. Or you can right now click in this YouTube video to go and sign up for a trial, or right here on elizabethmccravey.com/tools. You can also click to get a 14-day free trial. So, all right, let's dive in. So first, you'll go to ConvertKit. You'll want to log into your account or create a new account. You'll click on Forms in this top area, and then you'll be asked the question, how do you want us to gather subscribers? You have the option between a form and a landing page, and we want to select Form. Then there's the option of inline or module, and your Showit template is set up for inline, so we want to select inline. Next, you have the option of what we call the clean form, full form, and minimal form. If you have an older version of ConvertKit, this one is called naked form, but this is the one we want, the clean form, the first option. Another thing, just as a reference, these other two form options are also so great, but your Showit template is already coming along with all of these text options like join the newsletter, that kind of thing. It's all right here. So if we're looking at customizing this section, all we need is this little box because we already have all of this. So if hypothetically you wanted to delete this part right here, then you could go for one of these form options instead. But I've designed your template in such a way that the clean option is the best choice. So click Choose for Clean. And then it opens with this super simple minimal form, which is awesome. So we're going to start by naming the form. All of your forms in ConvertKit are done alphabetically. So I'm going to name it something to help keep everything in order. And since this one, we're going to be adding it to the footer of this website, I'm going to call it footer, then what was this called? Mindful Eating Guide. So call it something that makes sense to you. This is just for internal use. And these two things are good right here. We just want to collect the first name of the potential customer and the email address. I'm just going to leave those as is. This powered by ConvertKit thing, you can hide that or keep it. If you're an affiliate of ConvertKit, you can add your affiliate link into your account and then you could keep it. Otherwise, I say just hide it. Another thing besides this form, like basically looks pretty ready to go, like there's nothing else to add, but we probably want to make this button in our brand colors and might want to change it to say something else. So since this is getting a guide, not just subscribing, I'm going to change this to say get the guide. I might bold it, that's fun. And since this website is squared everything, I'm going to get rid of these border radius and put it at 0, so it's just a total square like everything else. Now this form looks good to go, but the button is the ConvertKit blue, not my brand color. So what I recommend doing, whether you've customized the brand colors or using the ones that the template comes with, click into Showit and click on Design Settings and pick a color from your brand and add it to the ConvertKit form. So I'm going to go with this pink color. Copy this. Do not copy the hashtag, just copy the numbers and letters. It's 6 of them to make a color code. So I just copied that and I'm going back to ConvertKit and I'm going to paste it, and then we see it turned pink. And you could do the same thing. We could change this from being white to another color. You can also just drag around right here if you want to choose a color in ConvertKit that isn't like a brand color. But I recommend going with your brand color because you have that right there for a reason. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save because that is basically ready to go. You'll see that it was saved successfully. And now we want to preview it, make sure everything looks right. This is a responsive code that we'll be getting. So as you see right here, it stacks differently than it looks. That's just because it's going to move with the shape we put it into. Couple other things you'll want to do. We'll want to click into the settings. Let's see. Whoops, there we go. Click back into preview, and then we'll want to go to the settings. So first thing, when a visitor subscribes to the form, what is shown? It shows a success message, or you can choose to redirect to another page. I recommend doing a success message for people just starting out, and especially for something in the footer of the site. So the success message is what will show. The form will disappear once they've opted in, and then it'll show a message. So it's fine to leave this as is, but I might change to something like, thanks for subscribing. Now go check your inbox. So just telling them that the freebie is in the inbox. So that's good to go. And then you're going to want to send an incentive email. So again, if this is the kind of form where you are collecting their email address in exchange for something like a free PDF of some sort, a free training, we want an incentive email. So without the email, this says right here, all subscribers will be auto confirmed, and they've just put in their email, they don't get anything from you. So we want to do an incentive email. And all of this gets into the nitty-gritty of ConvertKit that I'd recommend consulting ConvertKit resource library for. But just to show you the overview, you can edit it right here. You can customize all of this to say something different. ConvertKit gives you something to start with, but you can change all of this. This button, we could change it to get the guide or download. How about that? Download the guide. And then when they click that, they'll get the freebie. And so we want the freebie to be a document. So you can click download, and then you would upload a file from your computer. And by clicking this button, it opens your computer files, and you can select your freebie. Or if the freebie is on a web page somewhere, you can enter the URL. I also recommend doing auto-confirm subscribers. If you don't auto-confirm, then that means that if someone opts in but does not click this button right here, they don't actually get added to your email list. So I like for everyone to get added. Different people might have different opinions about that, but especially if you're getting started, just let everyone get added would be my advice. So that section, once you edit it, will be good to go. Right here, nothing to change. We have the clean template, that's good to go. And right here, we want to leave all of this as is. We want people to keep seeing the form, even if they've already opted in. All of that's more advanced settings that you don't need to worry about. So I'm gonna click Save again. And now I'm gonna click Embed. Here's the fun part, adding it to your website. So we wanna use the JavaScript code because JavaScript allows when you make a change in ConvertKit to your form, you don't have to change and show it. So this code will always auto update and show it as you change things in ConvertKit, which is pretty cool. So just select it all like I just did, and then click copy. And then we're going to go back to Showit, and we're going to click right here. And to show you how I got here again, anywhere on your website where you have an opt-in, you would just scroll down to it. This is the footer, so it's on every page of the site. I'm going to click Edit Footer. And then this is embed code. You can see right here by the name of it, it's embed. I'm going to double click on that. And then we see the code. So this was the code from your template, from the ConvertKit form, from actually my account. So I'm going to select it, delete it, add the new code, and click Save. And now we're seeing that it updates. It's a little different looking than mine was. And I'm going to kind of scroll it around to get it just how I want it. Actually, I might make it a little smaller. Yeah. And then you can kind of see it's actually overlapping with this text a little bit, which is okay, very easily fixable. So I'm going to move stuff around a little bit to make sure it all is aligned right. I think that's good to go right there. And you can see it's in the brand color, which is awesome. And I want to make sure, since I just did some moving, that everything's aligned. So I'm literally going to select right here and just drag up and align it. So now we know that this is centered, and you always want to look at your mobile version to make sure that's good to go. And as you can see, I needed to look at it because this form, because it's a newer version of ConvertKit, didn't do the same thing. So want to make sure again that nothing's overlapping, kind of move some stuff around. I'm actually going to expand this out a little, move that up, center it, center the form. And there you go. We are good to go. So now you're ready to go, ready to start collecting email addresses. You'll want to hit publish. Right now it says subscribe because I'm on a trial account, but you'll hit publish, publish again after you've hit it once. And then you will be directed to view your website preview. Go ahead and test out the form. Make sure everything you did works. It's always good to be your own guinea pig on this sort of thing. So go to your own website and opt in and make sure you get that email you're supposed to get. And now you're ready. You're ready to start collecting email addresses, and just do that same exact thing on all the places on your website where you're trying to collect emails, and you'll be good to go. Thanks. Have a great day.